Jeff, a teacher and Barcelona disciple. Wisdom meets wonder. Midfield control meets chalkboard precision. Then, Edwin, the self-made broadcast journalism student, another Chelsea loyalist, steps into the ring with favor, a teacher with the soul of a poet. This isn't just a battle of clubs. This is a clash of cadence, where the game will be spoken like scripture and serenade. From Group F today, the storm intensifies. John, Arsenal's engineer of arguments, locks horns with Abisola, the lone queen of the evening. A medical laboratory scientist, a fashion visionary, a Manchester United faithful, whose spirit wraps three passions into one fierce competitor. Don't blink. Her presence may be silk, but her mind is steel. And then the crescendo today. Charles. Some call him Charles Max. Others know him as Dante. Music tutor, actor, Real Madrid disciple, whose very words hum with theatrical thunder. The Real Madrid shirt is white, he says. It can stain with mud, sweat, or blood, but never shame. And standing across from him, Desmond, the IT brain, the inventory master, the self-styled son of Adam, an Arsenal devotee who speaks with fire and fights with honor. 8 voices, 4 duels, 1 afternoon going into the evening. Today, it's not just another page, it's an earthquake in the making. This is Fan Battle 4, Battle Day 5, where drama is not scripted, it is indeed spoken, where fans are not followers, they are fighters, and where the price of silence is elimination. Let the words cut, let the hearts roar, let the afternoon begin, and yes, let the battle commence. So here we go. Major day, marathon afternoon. We've started late, but I promise you, it will be great, worth your every while. You won't even remember that we started late. Apologies for that, by the way. There is so much to unpack, and we might just as well get straight to it. Our judges today, led by the inimitable, great, fantastic team lead of Femi and the Gang, Chuma Nolly. How are you doing, Chuma? Welcome.
I'm great, Femi. It's a pleasure being by your side on a weekend, doing Fan Battle and not Football Frenzy. And like you've said, it's a marathon session. I'm ready for the fun from start to finish.
I don't know why I was waiting for something to rhyme with weekend. Fantastic.
At this time, it was not going to blend.
It was not going to blend. Yeah. The elder statesman. Elder in multiple respects. Overdose. Welcome, Diesel.
Yeah, Femi upon Daniel. What an afternoon filled with so much. Your words crafted without compromise. Every single time I hear it, I keep telling myself, if you're in the right profession, you should be. I don't know if Shakespeare was alive. Maybe he'll be copying you in terms of your oratory and your words, because I mean they send shivers down my spine. But again, it is what it is. So yeah, to the victor, great the spoils. We've seen people come and go, but then again, like Lord Thanos says, I know what it's like to lose, feeling so desperate that you're right, but then you fail nonetheless. But let's hope that the contestants today don't fail, and I'm ready for every single action. Great to be here. Wonderful afternoon.
And in the words of our elders,
Yes.
drop one of them proverbs.
They say when the village drunk decides to feed his eyes on the king's daughter, he should also prepare his body for the action of the palace guards.
And their cane, their kuboko.
That is what it is.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Our third judge for the first two battles is not in the studio with us. Can we even hear him, Chuma? No. He's the silent one. He's the silent one. Our third judge will be the Lord of Morning Radio, Kofi Bartels. Kofi, I hail you. I'm sure you can hear me. Pay attention. I don't want to hear story. Particularly for Kofi's benefit, this is how the scoring goes. Two contestants. Pretty simple. What I would do if I was the judge, I would just draw a table. For contestant 1 on the left, contestant 2 on the right. Then I will draw 3 lines underneath for round 1, round 2, round 3. And then I will total it. So, very simple. When you get this contestant's name, we'll give them 3 rounds. The first 2 rounds. The first round will be 2 minutes. They will introduce their topic. Each judge will score them for that round. The scoring will be 10 for the winner of that round. The judges are looking for points, but not just points. Presentation. Other qualities, like convincing argument. And as we often say, you say what you have to say. But it's not enough to just say. The way you say it also matters. So your points, your eloquence, your ability to organize your thought and convince the judges and the audience will count. The judges will score you each round. At the end of round 1, whoever each judge adjudges to have won that round, that judge will give that person 10. The judge will give the other person 9 or less, but no less than 7. So, if the winner gets 10, the loser gets 9 if the gap is not that much. If the judge feels the gap is more, they will give you an 8 or a 7, but no less than 7. If the judge decides that that round was a draw, he will give both of you 10-10. Both of you 10-10. Judge Queen Lizzie will be joining us for the last 2 battles of the day. But let's get to the first 2. Kofi, if you can indicate that it is clear to Chuma, we would appreciate that. Fantastic. So, did I mention it earlier on? A quick look at what we saw last night. What we saw. A quick look at it. First up, we saw Mimi do battle with Afiz. This was what Mimi sounded like last night.
Race, the misconception that Afiz has fed us is that it's an ego chase. It is not individualism. It is a reflection. If multiple players are gunning for the golden boot, then we're sure that the teams can deliver to their fans trophies.
Yes, she was great. She battled this guy, Afiz.
With goals, there must be an assist. My esteemed panel and all who have learnt and hear, as I have tried to make my point abundantly clear. For trophy sought for greatness team that won't quit, its collective effort perfectly fits.
And then they went into a banter battle
against Newcastle.
Well, let's talk about 2019-2020.
Salah, if Salah had
Harry
played,
Kane, Firmino, Mane,
if Salah had scored all his goals,
Premier League title, a Champions League title,
celebrating trebles, doing this Salah at home. What are you telling me? Goals without passes is nothing.
And why is
Can
he
you
on
assist
the
yourself?
top Premier League
Can you
goal
assist
scorers
yourself?
of all?
And the girl got rid of the guy. What a debate that was. And then we went into the second debate of the night. We saw the youngest guy in the contest. But before the youngest guy, before we heard him, we heard his opponent on the evening. His name, Newell. Do we have Newell? No, we don't. All right.
The same thing for Dnipro. In fact, Dnipro had so much financial issues, they had to be dissolved. So, no matter how you look at it, the advantages of putting salary caps in place outweighs the disadvantage.
Yep. But Cherish disagreed. Like this.
They were protecting excellence. They were what kind of football future we want. One where the best rise through merit, or one where ambition is capped and dreams are clipped. You talk about incurring debt. Why do I have an accountant? Why do I have an internal and external auditor? Why do I have a financial advisor? Mismanagement is what leads to debt. Salary cap does not mean that I'm saved from debt.
Oh, I love that kid. And then they had a go at each other.
They play for 90 minutes almost every three days. Look at Salah, for example, 54 goals contribution in the just concluded season, and you expect Liverpool to pay him peanuts, and you think he will renew his contract?
Football is a job just like any other job. Okay. You get paid for what you do, and you don't get paid because you are maybe a superstar or like a musician.
Interesting night of powerful banter and argument. And it went on and on and on that way. But yesterday is in the past. Today is here. 4 duels, 8 contestants. Victor against Jeff. Edwin against Favor. John against Abisola. Even I can keep quiet for that. Charles versus Desmond. On and on and on and on. It will go today. But it all starts here with this very first contest. So Lagos, Nigeria, and wherever you may be listening to us from, time to meet our contestant. A quick reminder that Fan Battle Season 4 is brought to you courtesy of Nigeria Info and its prime sports broadcast brand Femi and the Gang in concert with Sports Salon. Fan Battle 4 is sponsored by you, the audience, and you sponsor by voting for your favorite contestants by buying them tickets to the next round. And to do that, you only need to go to fikets.com. Fikets. Fikets. Fikets.com/fan battle. There will be more to come on that. And if you're not sure, the live stream is on. Check our live stream. You would see, just go to the text of the live stream. You may need to click on more to see it. You will see the link to vote for any of these contestants. There is voting that has to be done from our previous battles, because tonight the curtain will draw on 2 of our previous contestants. 2 people will be eliminated tonight. Darlington or Ayo. One of them has to go tonight, later tonight. Will it be Afiz or Newell? Well, one of them will go tonight. I'm going to piggyback just a little bit so that I do not misinform you. Yesterday we saw the departure of Habib and Ario Miracle and Phenom qualifying in their stead. So what will it be tonight? Darlington or Ayo? Afiz or Newell? Vote for them if you want to keep them. Because come tonight, there will be no mercy. Whoever you vote less for will leave the contest. Let's meet the two guys. Their own fates will be decided tomorrow night. Whoever falls from this battle, well, they will go into the elimination death drop. So let's meet these two guys, and may the better battler prevail. In the blue corner, he's an NYSC member serving his country. He loves Chelsea globally and supports Kwara United locally. Lagos, please welcome Victor. Victor Adeyemi Atoyebi. Hello, Victor. Welcome to the battle.
Good afternoon, Mr. Fomi.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm very ready.
Okay.
I'm excited to be in the studio with you.
I'm happy. Happy you are. His opponent in the red corner. He teaches and is wearing the colors of the club I love to beef, Barcelona. Love to beef them. Sometimes it's out of jealousy. Sometimes it's just out of. But when you are a Real Madrid fan, you're not jealous of anybody.
I can see that.
Locally, he supports Eyimba of Aba.
Yes, sir.
His friends call him Kabasa.
Yes,
I hear the name, I think of Koboko. He'll probably tell us where it's from. His name, Jeff Silas. Welcome, Jeff.
Thank you, sir.
Ready for the battle?
Born ready.
Born ready. Why do they call you Kabasa?
Okay.
It looks like something they will call somebody with a military background.
A friend of mine coined that name for me. Actually, so this I have Idowu as a middle name.
Okay.
So this my guy is a music producer.
Idowu, that means you have older siblings who are twins.
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
Sir. So this my friend, music producer. Shout out to Ola. So he said, ID. He said, oh, me, I will just drop the idea and call you Kabasa. So 2000 I can remember 2009. The name just stuck. Kabasa from there.
Nice one.
So.
Yeah. So you are in a separate battle with ID Kabasa.
No.
For fame and glory.
The legendary. No, my hands are up.
Your hands are up. Where do you stay, Jeff?
I stay at Ikota, Aja area.
Okay. Ikota,
Yes, sir.
Aja. And how about you, Victor?
I stay in Ikeja.
Ikeja, Gongongo.
Yes.
Correct. You know the rules of the contest by now, right? So I don't need to go over it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's say welcome to our third judge, who is virtual. Kofi Patels. How are you, brother?
Yeah, Femi, good afternoon to you. I'm very well. It's a pleasure to be here. I can't wait to dig into everything and to listen to the contestants. But I must say, I've been blown away by your lyrical artistry.
Thank you very much. I was just trying to learn from you. By the way, people hear Kofi Patels as George on Fan Battle and they're like, what's going on? Could you please tell them about your humble beginnings?
Oh, yes, a very, very humble beginning indeed. My first foray to journalism was as a sports presenter way back in the day. And I was blessed to have been allowed by the likes of Chuma Noli and Philip Obaji Jr. onto their program and their team. It's called Sports at 10 on Paradise FM CRBC, Crossriver Broadcasting Corporation in Calabar. That was in 2007, and we've been on till now. So yes, this is taking me back to sort of familiar territory. And once a sports fan, you're always a sports fan. So I'm glad to be around in that part of the program.
All right, thank you very much, Kofi. Are you very clear on the judging metrics?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so everybody knows now. 10 points for the winner of each round. 9, 8, or 7 for the person who loses that round. If a judge cannot decide between the two of them and he decides it's a tie, he will make it 10-10. But judges, please, let's have more wins than draws as much as possible. Thank you very much. Because some judges will just like, look, I know Wahala. I can't choose between them. Draw. Now scattered battle for us. All right, so let's go into the contest today. The topic at the heart of this first battle is this: has Liverpool switched to Arne Slot markedly improved their Champions League fortunes? I use markedly deliberately, or you could go for conventional marked. Has Liverpool switched to their current manager Arne Slot markedly improve their Champions League fortunes? Victor is the proposer and he says yes, it has. Jeff, stubborn as ever, says no way, it hasn't. They will have 2 minutes to open their arguments, starting with the motion supporter and proposer, Victor. Victor, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, your 2 minutes start now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I rise to strongly propose that Liverpool switch to Arne Slot has markedly improved their Champions League fortune, and the evidence is crystal clear. Let's rewind. Under Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool's last 2 European campaigns ended in disappointment. One saw them crash out to Real Madrid, and the other saw them crash to Europa League. It was a club on continental decline. Now comes in Arne Slot. In just one season, Liverpool topped the group, the Champions League group. It was a remarkable feat, and we saw how Liverpool defeated the likes of Real Madrid, Bayern Leverkusen, RB Leipzig, even scoring 19 goals, conceding just 10. You see how Liverpool were unbeaten in the league phase of the Champions League. You see that this is not just progress. This is European revival. My opponents may come here to say that they finished in the round of 16 and that they did not win the silverware, but they lost to PSG on penalties, and Liverpool were arguably the better side for both legs of the clash. And compared to previous years where they lost round of 16 to Real Madrid, and where they did not even qualify for the competition, you say that okay, Liverpool are better. You see how Arne Slot has made Liverpool more hungrier, scarier. They are even sharper and far more balanced in Europe this season. So my opponent may also come to say that that they did not win the trophy. But I mean, I came here today to tell you that Champions League fortune is not majorly measured on momentum, potential, and performance of clubs. Champions League fortune is measured on momentum, potential, and the performance of club. And we saw that Arne Slot has demonstrated this in the Liverpool side. So it is clear, marked, and a new era and a new shift for Arne Slot. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A slight stumble towards the end there, but he's gotten his points across nonetheless. Victor Adeyemi arguing that Liverpool's switch to Slot has significantly improved their Champions League fortunes. Time now to move over to his opposer in the red corner, Jeff. He says it hasn't. We'll give him 2 minutes. Jeff, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Here come your 2 minutes. Let's go.
Okay, there is a popular Yoruba adage that says, "Ẹni tó bá máa fúnni láṣọ torun ẹ̀ la kọ́kọ́ wò." Do you know what that means? It means if he didn't day, he didn't day. Now, let's look back to the precedents of this Arne Slot. His 4 seasons as a Feyenoord coach, he managed to win 1 KMVB Cup, which is equivalent to the FA Cup there. I'll cut him some slack. In 4 years, he has won 2 domestic titles, one for Feyenoord and the last one that he did for Liverpool. He has averaged 0.5 league. That's fair enough. But in cup competition, how does he fare? In 2002, he took this same Feyenoord to Conference League final. Against Roma, he lost out. February 2025, FA Cup 4th round. Plymouth, relegation threatened Plymouth came calling. What happened? He bottled it. March 16, 2025, Carabao Cup final against Newcastle. Before you know, Bas, 2-0. He bottled it. His middle name should be NBC. If you want to know what that means, you can Google it. This man has proven that he is not good when it comes to cup competition, and the statistics are there, the evidences are there. In 4 years as a manager of Feyenoord Football Club, I said he managed to win only 1 cup title. And coming to England, he started like a house on fire, blowing things apart, winning here and there. Thank you.
All right. Opening salvos, shots fired. Now, I might be summoned to the NBC office on Monday or Tuesday. Thankfully, Monday is a public holiday. It's not the Nigerian Broadcasting Commission. It's a Nigerian Bottling Company. I've Googled it for you. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for that spirited opening. Let's go over quickly to the banter round. Victor, are you ready for the banter round? I'll give you 5 minutes. You know the deal. Go at it. But remember, try and be heard. The judges need to hear you. So there is Victor and there is Jeff. For George Kofi Bartels, I hope Kofi Bartels is able to see the live stream.
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
Brilliant.
Yes.
So, Victor, the young lad in the Chicago shirt. Brilliant. And Jeff in the Barcelona shirt. For 5 minutes, I can add to it, I can take from it, depending on whether you are impressive or, obnoxious. All right? So let's see how it goes. Do not worry about the time, but make it a banter. Make it interesting as much as you can. Don't turn it into a shout fest. If you feel it's getting into a shout fest, slow down. If I sense that your opponent is deliberately making sure you cannot be heard, I will find a way to come to your rescue. Are you ready, both of you?
Yes, sir.
Victor and Jeff, for 5 minutes, let the banter round begin.
Afternoon, Lagos. My opponent's argument is even flawed from the beginning because he clearly did not understand the topic. The topic says that as Liverpool switched to Arne Slot, Magley improved Liverpool's Champions League success. He went on about talking about the history of Arne Slot. When we just saw the just concluded Champions League, where Liverpool topped the group, beating the likes of Real Madrid, RB Leipzig, they scored 19 goals, conceded 10. This is improvement. According to English Dictionary, Oxford Dictionary, it defined improvement as being better. So your argument here, you came here and you're talking about Arne Slot in Feyenoord and Slot. If we go back and just start talking about history, obviously look at the last just concluded Champions League. PSG, you look at their history, they've never won it. They brought in Enrique and they won Champions League.
Okay.
So your argument is flawed.
All right. So You are not the judge. Why not leave that decision to the judges? Let them determine if my argument is flawed or not. See, for the fact that Arne Slot is bald doesn't mean that he's bold. That he lives on the Mercy side doesn't mean they have mercy on their side. That they wear red doesn't mean they are ahead. Come, you said Liverpool top that Champions League. But what happened now? We all saw what happened. When PSG came calling, we saw what happened now. Were you not there?
But you know PSG were the one that they were arguably the better team.
That's the story for the story for the goals.
To win
you said according to your
argument. And you know that Liverpool versus PSG context. Liverpool went to Paris Saint-Germain and defeated them in their home.
So
they now came. The tie ended in an aggregate score. It went to penalties.
Oh,
Liverpool narrowly lost on penalties.
Excuse me.
So the game was not clear cut.
A loss is the loss.
Penalties are a game of luck. It's a game of chance.
Okay.
So you can't say that. Okay, yes, they obviously.
My question is, how did Arne Slot fare in this Champions League? This just concluded Champions League. How did he fare? He started like a house on fire. As a matter of fact, he was blowing teams apart. He topped that group. You said it. He topped that group. And when PSG came calling at the round of 16,
yes,
all hopes, after raising everybody's hope, he was favored. The bookmakers favored Liverpool. But what happened when PSG came calling?
He
fluffed he is good at fluffing the lines. He is good at it. This Arne Slot that you said has improved Liverpool.
But you know Liverpool won the league, right?
Do you
know Liverpool won the league?
Do you?
Right?
Okay.
And Slot made Slot he made record with this Liverpool squad.
Okay.
I was even thinking you are going to say, okay, maybe he's working based on Klopp's legacy. But I mean, your argument is very, very flawed from the beginning. Let me explain to you. Let me break it down
my
for you.
flawed argument
Let me break it down to you.
Break it down.
Improvement
okay,
simply means that you are getting better.
Okay. Getting better by being knocked out of round of 16.
We see last season
the jogging club not win Champions League with this Liverpool. This jogging club not win.
Liverpool that you are saying under Klopp did not play Champions League. They were defeated in Europa by Atlanta.
Don't misinform. Don't misinform the audience. The jogging club not win Champions League with this Liverpool.
Can I?
The jogging club not win the EPL with this Liverpool. So tell me, don't misinform the audience.
Improvement. Based on last season's form,
okay,
they did not qualify for Champions League.
Excuse me.
But this season,
okay,
you saw that they topped the group.
And what happened? You see, you keep saying they topped the group. You keep saying they topped the group. I'm asking you,
the newspapers, the news outlets,
the jogging club not win Champions League
across two legs. Liverpool were the better side.
Okay.
It was just on penalties that they lost the game. And basing it off on last season, you said that there's a clear improvement.
Okay.
Dan Slot has clearly improved. Look at let me make an analogy.
By being knocked out of round of Champions League.
Can you say that Aston Villa as Aston Villa had a better success than Manchester United?
Let's not deviate.
I'm not deviating. I'm just showing that.
Leave Aston Villa and Manchester United.
Instance to you.
Okay.
Aston Villa progressed to quarterfinal of Champions League.
Okay.
Obviously, they have a better success than Manchester United.
What about oh my God.
Guys, I'm going to give you one extra minute so you can land on your thought. Here it is.
So you were clearly saying that they lost in round of 16, but I'll tell you one thing today. Champions League fortune is not determined by trophy alone.
The question is, has he improved?
Fortune according to dictionary trajectory.
His employment does he give Liverpool
there's a projection that
edge to win Champions League?
Next year Champions League, they stopped at round of 16. They will clearly progress to quarterfinal according to the club now,
how do you know that they will advance? How do you know that they will do better in next season?
Because the records are there. The records are there.
The Saturday that will be good, you know it from Friday.
Last season,
Sunday that will be good, you know it from Saturday. My friend, he has shown you he can't do more than what he has done. He did it
572 minutes.
He took Feyenoord to Champions League. What did he do?
572 minutes without conceding a goal.
And how did he end? Tell the audience how it ended.
Penalties are game of luck.
All right. Thank you very much. So the banter round of this battle is over, and the judges will determine who had 10 points and who had 9, 8 or 7, or whether indeed it was 10-10, representing a draw. We will now go to the closing of this argument. Are you ready? Or do you need a breather? You need a breather. Okay. The gentlemen need a breather. We'll take a very brief break and we will be back shortly.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire, their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight, each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher, the battle returns and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Step right up. It's time for more.
Fan Battle 4 starts Tuesday, June 3rd through July from 7 p.m. weekdays on Nigeria Info.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
Welcome back as the battle progresses. Just one last round between Victor and Jeff, after which the judges will decide. And once the judges have decided, whoever loses this round will now be in the hands of the audience to determine whether they would keep that person in this contest or they would keep the person they would hear and see in the next contest between Edwin and Favor. So loser of this first battle versus the loser of the next battle. One of them will have to go. So here we are now for the closing argument between Victor Adeyemi Atoyebi and Jeff Silas. Victor, are you ready to close? You're ready. Brilliant. So I'll give you 2 minutes for your closing argument, and your time starts now.
So, what I'll just say is that to close my argument is that Arne Slot, Liverpool are under a new era, a new change. You can see it in their game style, possession-based football. The players are more hungrier. We saw it even in we did not even talk about their Premier League prowess. We saw how Liverpool made record, and Slot under his first 11 games in charge, he won all, setting a new Premier League record. We also saw how Liverpool had never beaten Real Madrid in 15 years. But under Arne Slot, there was a new change. There was a new cultural shift. We also saw that they entered Europe under Jurgen Klopp, based off of last season. They entered Europe with a new confidence. They topped the group, 8 wins, 0 draws, only 2 defeats, showing that they had improved. Also, we saw how they smashed PSG, like it was arguably a better conquest between Liverpool and PSG, but it was sad that they lost on penalties. Also, we saw how Arne Slot has brought back the culture, the Anfield noise that Liverpool is known for. So we saw how the data are backing it, and there is potential there that Arne Slot is going to do very, very great with Liverpool. So yes, Arne Slot, Liverpool are under fire and they are ascending. Thank you.
Thank you. He ends his argument, and he does so before his time runs out, and we appreciate you for that. That was Victor. The judges would wait for his opponent, Jeff Silas, to close his argument, and then they will decide who won this closing round, and finally collate all 3 rounds at the same time and let us know who won. Jeff, for 2 minutes, close your argument. Pardon me, I have to reset your clock. All right, ready? Your 2 minutes reloaded.
So a lot of people don't actually know that Arne Slot, this is not the just concluded season, is not his first season in Champions League. A lot of people don't know that. In 2023 and 2024 Champions League season, he took Feyenoord to that Champions League season. In the group stages, he played 6 matches. Guess what? He lost 4 and won 2. This man has shown time without number that he is not a cup manager. Like I said earlier, I can cut him some slack when it comes to the league. And you said he won the league. See, that is not a yardstick. Ask Juventus. For 9 seasons, they won the league. They never smelled Champions League. Ask Lyon. For 7 straight seasons, they won the league. But they never smelled that Champions League. So, please, that is not a yardstick. Like I said, he has shown that he is no good when it comes to cup competition. You saw it against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. You saw him against Plymouth in the FA Cup. You saw him in this same Champions League that we are talking about, that you said he has come to improve in Liverpool. How can he do as much as Jurgen Klopp? Jurgen Klopp won Champions League with this same Liverpool. This Liverpool team is so good that there is only one addition that they made, which is Federico Chiesa. The team was so active that the man just slotted into the team. So now he was eliminated at the round of 16, and you are saying he has improved Liverpool. How has he improved Liverpool? So, ladies and gentlemen, I boldly say that the employment of Arne Slot has not improved Liverpool. Thank you.
All right. Well done to you, Jeff, and well done to you too, Victor. Not all arguments are easy to make, but in a battle, you have to make an argument nonetheless. It's like the lawyer's lot. You just have to make an argument, make a case. Well done. Interesting. There were bright sparks and missed opportunities and all of that, but you've done the best you can. In the circumstances. So, Victor or Jeff, the judges, I think, have made up their mind, and they will share their thoughts with us briefly. Just to double check that Judge Kofi Bartels is standing by. He followed this and he has done his scoring. If there are any observations that Kofi would like to make, would appreciate it. If indeed there are, if you are following, and probably we'll come back to that. In the meantime, judges Chuma and Overdose. Okay, Kofi, can you hear me? Just stay there. Do you have any comments to make? Or you?
Yes, I mean I'm thoroughly enjoying the banter and the debate and the arguments, and it's a thrill to watch and to hear.
Brilliant. All right. Please.
Your device.
Yes, you have to.
Your device.
Yeah. Turn down the volume of your device. Thank you very much, Kofi. All right. He's giving us this feedback. So, Overdose, you followed the contests.
Okay, now my mic is on. It was quite spirited, to be honest. I think Victor and Jeff, really gave us some wonderful, points, to be honest. But one thing I observed, both of them, they were stuttering. But again, I mean, it's understandable when you're, facing the mic and you want to make your point. Sometimes you just need to, do that. It's not easy when you're, making your point. But in the opening arguments, both of them really stated their points, especially following the topic. Even though Jeff was giving us history of Arne Slot, not in the Champions League, but again, I mean, that was his own defense. But I could say it was quite nice to give each other space while they were going head to head. I mean, we could hear what they were saying, not like they were clashing into each other. This one will allow this one to speak and vice versa. So I think that was also something to actually take home from that argument in the second round. And then the closing remarks, especially with the starts from Victor, you could tell that yes, he really did his assignment, while Jeff, of course, giving the starts from the fact that this is not Arne Slot's first season in the Champions League. He's actually been there with PSV. So quite interesting, if you ask me. And these are my scores for both contestants. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Highly appreciated. So, Chuma is wrapping up himself.
Yeah.
Kofi, Kofi, wait, was Kofi going to make a comment?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd like to hear your thoughts on that contest.
Oh, yes. Femi, thank you very much. It was quite interesting. I mean, for Victor and Jeff, I listened to both of them. I mean, for Jeff, who I believe is a guy in a Barcelona T-shirt, jersey.
Yeah.
It's a bit difficult, arguing his point. And I sometimes always give a lot of regard and space, for those who are arguing against a point which may be difficult to argue against. Yeah. So we're not here to look at who is right and who is wrong per se, but we're here to look at who won the debate. I've been looking at the argument and points. That's number one. I'm also looking at the evidence and the examples that they're giving. I'm also looking at the rebuttals. And counter arguments that they're giving to each other's points. So for instance, what Victor will give as a counter argument or rebuttal to what Jeff said, and what Jeff will give as a counter argument or rebuttal to what Victor said. Yeah. I'm also looking at the organization of their points and the structure. Who came prepared? Who is giving the points, argumentatively from an organized and structured way. If you're just dishing it out without really thinking about the structure and the organization of your points, then you won't be getting too many marks from me. Then also communication skills is very important.
Yep.
I mean, Femi Obongdaniels and Chuma Noli are there, so you have to be, get your communication skills right. And finally, respect and sportsmanship is very key, because this is a game, of sportsmanship. Like we say, one game football without violence. So I've enjoyed both of them. I think they came prepared, and I have my results. I'm armed with them, and when I'm called upon, I will shoot. Thank you very much.
All right. Chuma will communicate the process to you. And of course, Chuma is going to share his thoughts on the battle. And then we'll go straight to the determination.
Indeed, for me, Femi, I was tough at the point. I thought that both guys actually could have done better with several things. I know we have commercial break in a bit, so I'll keep quiet shortly. So we're going for that break. But for Jeff, nice history he shared at the point about Arne Slot. It was going to be nice for him to also mention Arne Slot's Champions League antecedents, his intro, but he did that towards the end. I'll say more after this.
Brilliant.
This is not just a debate. It's a battle of minds. A clash of brilliance. A war of words. And only one champion. One true champion will rise. From the heart of the capital, Abuja.
We live in a world where 735 million people suffer from hunger, a crisis fueled by climate.
From the oil city, Port Harcourt.
You see, with less time to focus on short-term gains, like how to appease voters before the next election.
From the city that never sleeps, Lagos.
Who is the right leader? The proposition might say someone who is bold and decisive, but I oppose this belief.
The regional champions are ready. The stage is set. The stakes higher than ever before. Who will outthink? Who will outwit? Who will dare to differ? Catch the I Beg to Differ National Finals live on all Nigeria Info FM and Kids FM stations nationwide. It's intellect, it's passion, it's the future in action. Debate redefined. The IBTD National Tournament begins August 4th, 2025, only on Nigeria Info FM and Kids FM nationwide. For sponsorship, call 0805-581-5844 or email ibegtodiffer@nigeriainfo.fm. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
Did you know?
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 Your dose of facts we bet you never knew. Right here on Nigeria Info 99.3.
Did you know that you can't fold a piece of A4 paper more than 8 times? As the number of layers doubles each time, the paper rapidly gets too thick and too small to fold. The current world paper folding record belongs to California high school student Brittany Gallivan, who in 2002 managed to fold a 1.2 kilometer long piece of tissue paper 12 times.
Another piece of the puzzle now revealed. Keep questioning, keep listening. Only on Nigeria Info 99.3. Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 #3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same, whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 #3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
You've tried calling in, sending messages.
You've wanted to share your thoughts, your opinions, and make your voice heard.
But time always runs out, and you never get the opportunity.
Now you have a chance.
Voice of the People on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Everybody's listening. Voice of the People.
Record yourself expressing your opinion on any issue of concern in 30 seconds.
Speak up, say your piece, raise your concern on Voice of the People.
Send a 30-second video from a quiet place for the best audio.
Send your Voice of the People 30-second video entry on social media at Nigeria Info FM Lagos.
Voice of the People on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk. Nigeria is listening.
.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Hi everyone, Martin Tyler here, English Premier League commentator, UEFA Champions League commentator, and assistant manager of Woking Football Club. You're listening to Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM.
Welcome back. The battle continues now, and it's decision time. Just before decision time, we get to hear from the Chief Judge, who will share his thoughts, and we'll also get to hear from you guys at home. Chuma?
Yes, sir. So I was speaking, and I think I told them a bit of that to off the microphone, that I thought they reset before coming to the studio for this contest. what I'd love to see them improve upon as they move forward. For those of them that progress to the next round, it will be a bit more fluency, which is something Kofi Battles touched on too, because you're listening to radio, you want to enjoy the person's flow while also learning from the person's wealth of knowledge. So well done, guys. We have comments on social media too, speaking about what you guys have put together this afternoon. This one from Peter Nwojiji says, nice one, guys. Both of you are good. But Mimi last night was exceptional, as he says. And says, not all topics are easy to argue. For Dami, Ano Luwapo, I wanted to pronounce that right, says, I support Jeff. Samson Babalola says, the guy on the Barca shirt remained undistracted from the topic as much as his opponents wanted to take him off the track. He had a fairer contest, according to you. Also, your thoughts pouring in on Facebook, because we're streaming live on YouTube and on Facebook Nigeria Info 99.3. On YouTube, it's just Nigeria Info FM, and you can find us there. Join the broadcast, see the guys who are contesting, and enjoy the feeling of also dropping your comments as we share them on the live broadcast. It's a Saturday, and on Saturdays too, as Femi and the Gang, we do have money for you, courtesy of our guys at One Play. So there's One Play cash for you, a total purse of 120,000 naira to be won on the show today. Star 347 star 880 star 3 hash, the code you can use to play One Play and give yourself a chance to have a share of that purse. It's 40,000 naira each for 3 different winners, a total package of 120,000 naira we have for you as Fat J. So you can use the website www.oneplay.ng to play. That's www.oneplay.ng, or use the code star 347 star 880 star 3 hash. 500 naira for each entry. You can play as many times as you can afford to play. It's important you play responsibly though. Please, when you play, ensure that you have your phone by your side, because we'll be calling those winners intermittently during the course of our broadcast from this time until 9 p.m. tonight. Good luck to you in advance, as I love to say. This is where I will keep quiet and allow our boss to keep serving you with a fantastic diet. As right here on the Fan Battle Experience, we're ready to have fun. We're not ready to die yet. It is Fan Battle for Nigeria Info, and it's back to Femi Daniels for the announcement of the results.
All right. I'd want to believe everything is ready to go.
Yes, sir.
So, I
guess I'm just going to have to ensure that everything is screenshotted so it's easy for you to soft through it.
Okay. All right. So, okay. How about Kofi Battles? Okay. Kofi Battles. All right. Brilliant. Thank you. So here is the scoring. Interesting scoring. In the first round of this contest, George Overdose scores it 10-9, 10-9, 10-9. Unanimously for one of the contestants. I will tell you which one. Unanimously. George Kofi Battles does not go the unanimous route. He scores it 'So I would have to review the scoring of Kofi Battles again. Please, let's review. Kofi Battles, please just go over your scoring again. Remember, it's not over 10. It's not over 10. Okay? So for each of your winner of each round, don't make it 9/8 or anything. Make it 10. For whoever won that round, make it 10. We'll come back to that later. Don't worry. Usually happens when you are a judge for the first time on Fan Battle because the rules just changed this year. Okay, so go over it again. Whoever you gave the winner as the winner of that round, make his number 10. Then decide on what you are giving to the next person, whether it's a gap of 1, a gap of 2, or a gap of 3. But whoever wins one round gets an automatic 10. Is that clear? Okay, you don't have a draw, so you don't need to worry about 10-10. So brilliant. All right, so resend. Let me go to Judge Chuma. Chuma's scorecard. Chuma scored the first round 10-9 for Jeff. The second round 10-9 for Victor. And the third round is a draw. So Chuma has it at 29-29. 29-29 for Judge Chuma. Have we revised Judge Kofi Bartel's scoring? Okay, it's been revised. Thank you, Kofi. So Kofi Bartel scores round 1 10-9 for Jeff. Round 2 10-9 for Victor. And round 3 10-8 for Jeff. So it's 29 to Jeff, and 27 to Victor. At this stage, it's a 2-point lead. 2-point lead for Jeff. 2-point lead for Jeff. Which takes us to the final scorecard. George Overdose, as I said before, scores this 10-9, 10-9, 10-9. His scoring is unanimous, but the overall decision is split. So just for us to get final clearance to the final scoring in just a minute.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire, their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight, each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher, the battle returns and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more.
Fan Battle 4 starts Tuesday, June 3rd through July from 7 p.m. weekdays on Nigeria Info.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
Welcome back. We had to do the final collation because of how close that battle was. George Kofi gave it to Jeff by 2 points. George Overdose gave it to Victor by 3 points. 30 to 27. 10-9, 10-9, 10-9. And George Chuma gave it as a draw. Overdoses 2 points for 3 points for Victor has cancelled out the other judge, Kofi Bartel's 2 points for Jeff, and it's a 1 point difference. So by split decision, 86 points to 85. Congratulations to our winner, Victor Adeyemi Atoyebi. Congratulations, man. How do you feel? Are you surprised you won?
No, I'm not surprised, but it's about I'm just feeling for him because I know the preparation and his hard work. This thing too. I mean, congrats to him too. So
all right.
It's just mixed feelings for me.
Okay. Jeff.
Sir.
1 point. I had no clue where that battle was going to go. But I also understood some of the sentiments of the judges. 2 of the judges felt that indeed you lost the banter round. Let me double check. So yeah, let me just check again. Good. So yes, you lost the banter round by 1 point on Chuma's cards. You won rounds 1 and 2 for Kofi. You won rounds 1 and 3, but lost the banter round, which is round 2 for Kofi. You also won rounds 1 and okay. You won round 1. You drew round 3, but lost round 2. So on the scorecards of the 2 judges, it was slight, just that 1 point advantage, but Victor was adjudged to have won it by 1 point. And Overdose also agrees because he gave that round also to Victor by that 1 point. It was close, but the judges, all 3 judges, were unanimous that Victor just shaved it by 1 point. So it was now down to what you did. And I thought your opening was impressive, so I'm not surprised that 2 of the judges gave it to you. The closing was also nice, but maybe there was also a missed opportunity there somewhat. But you're a fantastic debater. I think you have the kind of passion and desire we want to see in debaters. So I don't want you to feel disappointed that this has not gone your way.
Not at all.
Remember, the audience are listening. And from some of the comments I had Chuma read, the audience were rooting for you. That's a good sign. If anybody should be worried, it will be whoever loses in the next round. If they don't bring their A game, I'm sure the audience would prefer to vote for you. So thank you very much.
Welcome, sir.
Fantastic. Chuma,
yeah.
Any final comments that you have there that you might need to share or thoughts?
Yeah, we're also streaming live on Facebook, and I know that the guys on Facebook are keen to have their say, and on WhatsApp too, several persons are speaking. Always a beautiful feeling, really, having to enjoy your thoughts. And this one from Prince T Glory on Facebook. T Glorious says, "Well done, the gang." And Ariyo Ridwan Akonde just laughs at that line, says, "NBC, wow." Olaf Roche says, "I support Jeff."
The guy was dropping quotes.
Yeah, those lines and bars. It was glaring that he came ready with those lines and all that. And apparently, like you mentioned, Femi, beyond YouTube, even on Facebook too, Jeff was having so much support. Oluwadami Lola Aleshe said, I support
Aleshe.
Jeff. Okay, Aleshe. Thank you. Coming for more classes, actually. So it's lovely, you know, Jeff. This is where your supporters will have to step up to vote for you to keep you in the contest. Oh, wow. Fantastic.
Aleshe. Fantastic. Madam, fantastic. Thanks for supporting. I know Madam will be busy voting for her husband. My husband or no other. Fantastic.
Lovely.
Well done. Well done for this debate. This battle. Can we take a few calls before as we get ready to switch to the next battle?
Yes, sir. I've just been moving around different platforms. I'm going to pick a few calls after I read some thoughts on WhatsApp too. On WhatsApp, this one says, good afternoon, Femi and the gang. This is so interesting to listen to. I think the competition is really firing up as the days go by. Kudos to all the contestants and judges. Una try, you know, is you. Esther from Festac has that one on WhatsApp. Thank you so much, Esther. And somebody's here just talking about a Newcastle Liverpool game in the Carabao Cup. I'm sure trying to buttress the points that we had earlier from Victor. You can dial 0201-277-0993 to join us. That's 0201-277-0993. And for our female callers, you can call 0201-465-7190. We are always delighted to have you have your say on any broadcast of ours, more so on a day like this where we have Fan Battle for Day 5. Hello, welcome. Good afternoon. Okay, I think that one did not click. This should, though. How are you doing?
Good afternoon, Chuma.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Femi The Gang.
Yes, my brother. How are you doing?
Yes, Mr. Gadiola, you are about to produce another Messi and Yami the man again.
Well done, my brother.
Yeah, Femi, this is what we have been rooting for. Our season will not be boiling again.
Abio.
So, yes, for this one, the debate of today is about my club, but the way two of them did it, if I were also a judge, I would give it as a draw. Yes, I will give it as a draw. They both try because that topic is not an easy topic.
I know. I felt for him.
Yes, it's not an easy topic. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother.
You.
Well done.
Thank you for your call, Friday. Nice to hear from you. Lovely stuff. More calls pouring in.
As always.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Tunde from Alakwere.
Okay.
Welcome, Tunde.
I want to commend you guys for everything you are doing. You are doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
I love the way they did the debate. They don't have to let you come in. You want to hear you. The purpose of the debate would have been defeated. And those people that started the very first debate for the season, the lady and the
Pamela,
guy, I also love. Those are the kind of people. They're those ones that they will let you come in. No, that one. I hope it will get better as the season goes on.
Progresses, yeah.
Have a wonderful season ahead.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Have a great weekend, okay? Pleasure hearing from you this afternoon. More calls will peak as we progress, Femi, but I'm sure that at this stage we are all anticipating, ready to be participating. When the next contestants come through, they will not be precipitating, hopefully.
All right. So, because you have progressed, I will need you to stay back. As the two next contestants come in, we will do the ritual of the draw to determine how you will vote. But I want to do it in the presence of the next two sets, okay? And I also want you to be, just stand by as we usher in the two next debaters. All right? Brilliant. We'll take a break. We'll be back in just a moment.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.